Hi and welcome to another Solid Edge Productions video. Today is more of a not not a news video, but more of a safety video and a helpful hint video for you guys. Because it's something that's happened more to myself quite recently. Because regarding the TV licensing, because I haven't had a TV license in my name for quite some time, and my wife had it in her name because I transferred it into her name a long period ago. Because I haven't watched live TV, like BBC programming, in a long period of time because the products they do is just doesn't interest me. There's nothing of interest they do or ever will do in the future that's ever going to drive me. The news broadcast is so biased. It's so left wing Marxist now. It's just anti. It, I don't have any words for it. But back to what the point is, as soon as my wife put in for the request that she no longer wants the TV license, she then got the request through that they won't hassle her for the 2 years, which basically means after the 2 years they'll come hassling you again because that's what they are. They're just a bunch of bloodthirsty hounds. However, shortly after that, as of May 23rd, I started receiving letters from them demanding money off them, which is a bit of a goddamn joke, let's be honest. And then it wasn't just the first one. I got a second one. And I had to get in touch with them because it's harassment on their part because they shouldn't have been getting in touch with me. Because as a household, we told them we no longer needed a TV license. Because this is basically me giving you a heads up that for couples, married or otherwise, that if you fall into the trap, they'll come after your other half for the money. Because the BBC are that desperate for their money, they will trying to grab you by the balls as it is. And this is basically what I've been through, and I'm trying to, because these are some of the emails I've gone through. Based because I'll just go through in basic what I've gone through. Because I emailed them, went through the website to request them to update it because I was furious when I'd received these, which you can understand. And I basically went through the online form to give them the information and put the complaint in. And then I got an email back and I've replied back. If you could update to please me to not needing one, that'd be great. But your system should show that who is now cancelled. The wife has cancelled hers at the same property as we no longer need it. It's just funny that after she did that and came looking for the money, I just feel you won't. You're out for blood out of a stone. Personally, I hope the BBC shuts down as we don't need that. I'll just give them a point across. But I won't. Would like also to turn it into a complaint, which was obviously I've fine tuned, and obviously and telling them that. And obviously I explained to them I was feeling harassed, and I should explain to them if they want to basically take the money, they need to start taking out like to Gary Lineker's back pocket, because basically pointing them out that it's the overpaid actors and people like him who's getting £1.7 million, and it's ridiculous. And obviously there are people out there like to defund the BBC, which are doing an absolute wonderful job through Twitter trying to get this point across. And obviously we need to now hope Boris Johnson goes through with this and physically punishes the BBC and gets them out of this and either goes subscription or advertising, because they've taken the free licensing away from the 75-year-olds as well, and that it's just a joke. Also got the automatic reply, which is just the standard, They came back to me with thank you for your email. We'll respond to your email within the 5 working days. If you're making a complaint, we'll need time to investigate this, which can take up to 8 working days, which was which fine. I was happy to wait, obviously, that amount of time, give them the time to investigate it. So it gave them that amount of time, and it eventually went up to customer relations, which obviously I was more than happy to get for it to go to. So it came back with a customer complaint number, and obviously which I was given the customer relations email address. Which, if you ever need customer relations for TV licensing, I will include that as a link into the video, which is customer-relations at tvlicensing.co.uk. Their telephone number is 0300 790 6030. And because I basically got the email back saying, thank you for your recent email, which has been logged under your complaint reference with the reference number. Please use this number if you wish to contact us again. Having investigated this matter further, found that TV license has always been in my name, which is a crock because I passed it over to the wife. I think it's just them passing the buck, as they always do, because they're just trying to get that blood out of a stone, which is what infuriated me even further. Because the license expired at the end of March, which it didn't, because my wife had already sorted that and cancelled it in her side of things, and she sorted that out. And then they started sending me reminders about it, which there never was, and was not even a direct debit on my account. So all this was kind of a crock, because saying a direct debit in my name, again, lies. So you just kind of be like the TV licensing, BBC, both hand in hand lying. But it just seems, and it says wasn't required in the wife's name, but wouldn't automatically cancel your TV license. Why? Because you're only one license per household. And then you go to confirm we've updated your records, show you no longer require a license as you do not watch live or programming. Which, yeah, that's fine. I'm glad they've updated that, but I know they're going to now start coming back after me. Then they start giving me the basic the overhaul of saying to use the television receiving the equipment to watch the live TV programs on any channel or device, which is where the BBC needs to change, because it should just be BBC programming this covers, not anything on another channel. Say, for example, if you're watching live sport on Sky Sports, you're watching Sky One or ITV, you should not have to pay a TV license for that, because it's not a BBC program you're watching, which is where it's outdated. This TV license, it does need to physically change. That's why I do strongly support this, defund the BBC, and they need to go subscription, advertising, or physically shut the doors and die. It's time for the BBC to the time for reform has gone, because let's be honest, that they've had 10-15 years for that. If they can't have done it by now, it's time to pack up the bags and go, because enough of the decent presenters they've had, like if you've seen recently Andrew O'Neill, he's been forced to the sidelines. He was one of the last of the honest presenters. He's gone, and even they're forcing some of the presenters to back the BBC and say, oh yeah, it's worthwhile having. It's not worth paying that money for when you can pay for several of the other services like Netflix and Amazon for the same price of the BBC, and you actually get a lot better services for that. You get movies, you get TV shows that are actually award-winning shows for the same price. Plus, you've now got Disney Plus to throw in there as well. But and then they said, well, if we don't deal with places like the BBC, so if I've got a problem with that, I can actually make a phone call about that. I can put all these details onto the thing, because there's a complaints number for the BBC. So if people who aren't happy with the BBC, there is an address and there is a telephone number, and you can also register the complaints with the online as well. So I can include the full details to this in the description to this video. So it's more just an information video what I've done today, just to help protect you if this does happen to you. So if you are a couple, married or otherwise, it could come to bite you. And obviously if this obviously does, bear in mind, you just basically have to get in touch with them straight away and demand they just change it, that they're not harassing you, because they will harass, which is wrong. And let's just hope Boris can get this sorted and decriminalise this license and get rid of the TV licensing agency, because they're not needed in this day and age. But what I'd like to do is thank you for taking your time to listen to this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a comment on this video. I'll be happy to answer it. And any further videos I do, I'll be doing more news videos over the next coming weeks or days and weeks on different subjects, because I've got ones I want to do on like the PlayStation and stuff like that. So please stay tuned and I'll get them uploaded as soon as I can. Thank you for listening, and it's bye from Solidarity Productions. See ya, bye.